dusty sunbeam through the old barn door. Grandpa's hat on a hook, worn and torn. I remember sitting on the porch swing slow, hearing his stories in that gentle flow. Old hands resting on the brim of his hat, telling me tales of how life was back. Grandpa's old hat, sitting where he left it, smells like the field, the earth and the spirit. Every crease, every fold tells a story so true. Grandpa's old hat takes me back to you. The creek still whispers where we used to play. His laugh echoes softly in the end of day. That hat's a shadow of his steady hand. A piece of him still walks across this land. Time moves on, the barn gets old, but that one hat keeps his warmth untold. I tip it back, remember all he gave. Grandpa's wisdom, his love, the life he paid. Grandpa's old hat, sitting where he left it, smells like the field, the earth and the spirit. Every crease, every fold tells a story so true. Grandpa's old hat takes me back to you. Grandpa's old hat, sitting where he left it, smells like the field, the earth and the spirit. Every crease, every fold tells a story so true. Grandpa's old hat takes me back to you.
Fresh white lines in the morning sun, covering scars we can't outrun. Same old boards, different shade, fences painted white again. I walk the yard with a borrowed brush. Quiet house, but the paint smells new. Every stroke brings back a voice saying, son, some things are up to you. Fences painted white again, like we're starting over when time was kind and love was plain. Fences painted white again. Summer days in cut-off jeans. Dad laughed loud, Mom kept time. We dripped paint on the grass, swore we'd fix it all next time.
Didn't know we were sealing in every memory. Fences painted white again, hiding cracks and old regrets. Not to lie, but to remind. Love can heal what time forgets. If forgiveness had a color, it looks something like this. Bright enough to face the truth, soft enough to miss. Fences painted white again, like we're starting over when time was kind and love was plain. Fences painted white again.
Wooden steps and a single bolt, dust and beams, the air gone still. One small wheel won't turn no more. In the attic, a broken toy truck in the attic, rusted red, hauled my dreams from room to room before I knew where I was headed. Boxes labeled keeping old, funny what we never sold. I hold it like it might still run if I believe enough. Funny how the smallest things outlast everything. Gravel drive in the afternoon, dirt pack roads inside my room. I'd crash it once, then tape it twice. Swore it'd be just fine. A broken toy truck in the attic, never quit. It taught me how to carry on with a crooked wheel and grit. If I could win the years back slow and set that axle straight, I'd still let it break the same, so I'd learn how to wait. Mountain toy truck in the attic still rolls on, and every road I've ever taken since that day was gone. Light clicks off, the dust settles down, wheels rest quiet, but the road's around. Jar light by the river bend, summer nights will never end. We carve the dark with open hand, back when life was just a plan. Fireflies long ago lit up paths we didn't know. Every wish we let them go still glows inside my soul. Now the nights are quiet still, porch light hums on broken dreams. Kids don't chase the dark no more. Or maybe that's just me, barefoot running through the yard. Mama yelling, don't go far, laughing till the moon got tired. We were young and wired with fire, didn't know those sparks would fade or come back this way. Fireflies long ago taught us how to shine, then go. Little lights in mason jars made us feel like shooting stars. If I could catch one more tonight, I'd wish for less regret. Let it glow, then set it free, like everything I never cared. Fed off flies from long ago, still know places I don't show. When the world feels cold and slow, they remind me who I was. One by one, they dim the sky, never say goodbye.
Count to 10, don't turn around. Straw in hair, boots on ground. Holding breath till voices break. Hide and seek in the hay bales. Barn feels bigger when it's quiet. Dust don't laugh the way it did. I step slow where we once ran, still here ready or not. Funny how the waiting part hits the heart. Hide and seek in the hay bales, sun slipping low. When it wasn't being found, it was not going home. Footsteps close, I'd bite my grin. How itch on my shins and skin. We'd switch sides, bend the rules, just to stretch the afternoon. Hide and seek in the hay bales, hearts beating loud. Learn how quiet can be brave in a world of sound. If I ever miss the kid who didn't rush the day, I remember hiding just long enough to want to stay. Those hide and seek hay battle days, laughter fades, game lives on in hate.
Rattling seats and dusty roads, laughter loud, nobody owes. That yellow sound still follows me, echoes of the old school bus. I drive my kids past that same bend, same tall trees but thinner friends. They wave goodbye with sleepy eyes, and I swear I hear my younger self inside. Echoes of the old school bus carry dreams and trouble dust. Every mile we learn to trust who we were before we rushed. Backpack, heavy pockets like bubble gum and paper fights for crushed notes on folded lines. Last stop meant we still had time. Didn't know those noisy days were the quiet ones I'd crave. Echoes of the old school bus, every joke, every fuss, now they live inside my head long after those roads are dead. If I could ride it one more mile, I'd sit back, shut my mouth and smile. Let the future wait its turn. Let those lessons take their time. Still teach me here and now how to laugh and slow it down. Engine hums then fades away, but those echoes always stay. Pine trees sway, afternoon thins, wind hums soft between the limbs. Before I see him, I already know the whistle through the pines. Grandpa's whistle through the never loud. Carry more than just a tune, carry where we're bound. Trails grown over, boots are new, but that sound still cuts me through. I stop and listen, half my mind, walking back in time. Funny how a breath of air shows you care. Hands in pockets, easy stride, sun at his back, world outside, he'd whistle low, let worries go, teach me things he'd never say. Grandpa's whistle through the pines marked the close of day. Let us know the work was done and it's okay to stay. If I ever lose my way or talk too much too fast, I listen for that simple tune that still knows how to last. That whistle through the pines of his, life's quiet inside me, reminds me strength don't need a shout, just honesty. Wind moves on, pines still sway, whistle stays this way. Wind whispers through the old backyard, quilt flutters in the morning sun. Grandma's quilt on the line, patch by patch, stitch by stitch, colors faded, edges worn, yet every square still tells a story rich. I remember her humming softly, rocking chair creaking slow, while the morning light danced over seams and the autumn leaves would blow. Oh, that quilt on the line, holding memories tight, every square little piece of love in the soft morning light. Time moves on, but I still see Grandma's hands working endlessly. Running through the yard with bare feet, chasing shadows in the sun. We'd hide beneath the quilt's folds, laughing, pretending we'd won. The smell of cotton and warmth of home etched deep in my mind. Moments like these in the quiet wind are treasures hard to find. The quilt may fray, the colors fade, but her love remains in every thread she made. Hanging now for the world to see, a symbol of home and who I'll always be. Oh, that quilt on the line, holding memories tight, every square little piece of love in the soft morning light. Time moves on, but I still see Grandma's hands working endlessly. soft morning light. Time moves on, but I still see Grandma's hands working endlessly. Even in the wind, her love lingers, stitched into every fold. Even in the wind, her love lingers, stitched into every fold. Every morning sun on my skin, Mama's call drifting on a southern wind, old screen door singing when it slammed too hard. Every dream fell closer in a beat-up yard. Time was slow, hearts were brave. We didn't know what we'd lose, what we'd save. And down that dusty lane where the wild grass grew, I learned who I was before I knew you. Rusty bikes, paper planes, laughing loud through the summer rain. Yeah, life was plain, but it felt so right. Childhood on the dusty lane every night. Granddad's stories on a wooden chair, coffee strong and a preacher's prayer, radio songs about love and pain. We sang along, didn't feel the rain. And down that dusty lane, shadows ran. We chased the moon with a stick and can. No gold rings, no champagne, just fireflies and window pane. Now the road is paved, the town feels small. Some names faded from the mailbox wall. I drive by slow, kill the engine sound. Here goes the kids that I once found. Now the road is paved, the town feels small. Some names faded from the mailbox wall. I drive by slow, kill the engine sound. Here goes the kids that I once found. And down that dusty lane, I close my eyes, see younger me under endless skies. If I could stay, I swear I'd remain in that moment before the pain. Yeah, life moved on, but my heart still stays with childhood on the dusty lane. Gravel pipes under worn-out tires, memory burns like an old campfire. I wave goodbye, but I whisper your name. When childhood on the dusty needle sands and lamplight low, scraps of years laid row by row. Every tear, every smile, folded in to last a while. A quilt stitched with memories, pulled up to my chin. Every patch a chapter I'm living in. It's thinner now along the seam, colors soft like old time dreams. Still it keeps the cold away in that faithful, quiet way. Funny how the worn out threads hold the strongest ends. Sunday dresses, workday jeans, baby blankets, teenage schemes. She'd hum low while stitching tight, teaching love by candlelight. A quilt stitched with memories, never once complained. Took the weight of every year and stayed the same. If I ever feel the chill or wonder where I've been, I wrap myself in yesterday and start again. Stitched with memories, ain't cloth, it's time, sewn together by the hands that shaped my life. The light goes dim, seams still gleam, warmth remembers me. Faded hearts and crooked lines, half a sun, a crooked sign. Rain don't know what it erased, chalk on the sidewalk faded. Street looks wider than before, new paint on the neighbor's door. I step careful where we once played, like I might smudge yesterday. Funny how the lightest hand leaves a mark you can't defend. Chalk on the sidewalk faded, but I still see the art. Every line we ever drew still coloring my heart. Hopscotch dreams and counting feet, summer heat on concrete streets. We believed those stick figure plans could outlast the rain. Chalk on the sidewalk faded, wasn't meant to stay, just a borrowed bit of magic for a younger day. If I could draw one thing again before the storm comes through, I'd sketch a door that always leads back home to you. The chalk on the sidewalk faded, taught me what is true. Some things aren't meant forever, just long enough to move you. Rain dries up, lines are gone, memories live on. Jarring light by the river bend, summer nights that never end. We caught the dark with open hands, back when life was just a plan. Fireflies of long ago lit up paths we didn't know. Every wish we let them go still glows inside my soul. Now the nights are quiet still, porch light hums on broken dreams. Kids don't chase the dark no more, or maybe that's just me. Barefoot running through the yard, mama yelling don't go far. Laughing till the moon got tired, we were young and wired with fire. Didn't know those sparks would fade, or come back this way. Fireflies taught us how to shine, then go. Little lights in mason jars made us feel like shooting stars. If I could catch one more tonight, I wish for less regret. Let it glow, then set it free, like everything I never cared. Fireflies from long ago still know places I don't show. When the world feels cold and slow, they remind me who I was. One by one they dim the sky, but never say goodbye. Laughing rides on dusty air, wheels complain but don't care. Going nowhere, getting there. On memory lane, I passed that field on a county road. Corn's all gone, the barn's been sold. how my heart still knows that sound. Funny how a simple ride can take you back in time. Carriage through memory lane, straw in our hair, laughing in vain. Old songs hum in the wooden frame of a trailer pulled by yesterday. Friday night flannel and boots, hands held tight under harvest moon, cold air biting, hearts brand new. Back then, those hair rides through memory lane, bumpy roads, but we love the pain. Every mile a name we claim on memory lane. If I could climb back on that ride, I wouldn't ask for a smoother line. Just one more laugh, one more night in the dark. Lanterns sway, someone sings, stars lean in to listen. Fire rides through memory lane, they don't roll forward, they remain, teaching hearts to feel again what time can't change. We'll slow down, but the ride stays.
Pine trees sway, afternoon thins, wind hums soft between the limbs. Before I see him, I already know that whistle through the pines. Grandpa's whistle through the pines, never hurried, never loud, carried more than just a tune, carried where we're bound. Trails grown over, boots are new, but that sound still cuts me through. I stop and listen, half my mind, walking back in time. Funny how a breath of air shows you care. Hands in pockets, easy stride, sun at his back, world outside. He'd whistle low, let worries go. Teach me things he'd never say. Grandpa's whistle through the pines marked the close of day. Let us know the work was done and it's okay to stay. If I ever lose my way or talk too much too fast, I listen for that simple tune that still knows how to last. That whistle through the pines of his lips, quiet inside me, reminds me strength don't need a shout, just honesty. Wind moves on, pines still sway, whistle stays this way.
Dust in the air, late afternoon, cardboard boxes, old perfume. I found your name in crooked ink, and every word made time stand still. A letter found in the attic said the things you never said. Folded dreams and second chances, written long before we bled. The house is quiet, roof still leaks, same old creaks along the stairs. I wonder if you ever knew I'd end up finding you up there. Some truths wait until it's too late. You wrote about leaving in the spring, chasing work in younger days. Said you'd come back before the frost, but life got in the way. A letter found in the attic, yellowed lines, a steady hand. I heard your voice between the words, trying hard to be a man. If I'd known you needed grace, more than pride, more than time, I'd have met you halfway home instead of reading this goodbye. If I'd known you needed grace, more than pride, more than time, I'd have met you halfway home instead of reading this goodbye. I folded it slow, then let it be.
Didn't break me, didn't mend. You just showed me who you were and who I've always been. I folded it slowly, then let it be. Some love way to set us free. Carousel lights spin red and blue, cotton candy sky so new. Every shout, every sound still echoes from the fairground. Grounds are quiet, grass grown tall, rust on gates, no music call. Still I hear a midway tune when the evening falls too soon. Echoes from the county fairground ring like laughter I once found. Every bell and spinning wheel taught my heart how joy can feel. Ticket stubs and sweaty hands, guessing weight, making plans. Ferris wheel at sunset glow, promised love we didn't know. Didn't know when lights went down we'd carry this around. Echoes from the county fairground follow me from town to town. Every song the speakers play still knows the games we play. If I could win one more cheap prize or lose my voice in cheers, I'd trade a year of grown-up days for one of those nights here. bells on Sunday morning ring slow across the field, calling hearts that need forgiving, saying things we never hear. I sit alone in the second pew, same old hymn, different view. Hands more tied, hair more gray, still praying the same old way. Church bells on Sunday morning sound like home to me. Every note a reminder of who I tried to be. Mama pressed my Sunday shirt, Daddy parked behind the line. I swung my feet above the floor, learning grace before my time. Didn't know those wooden doors were teaching me what matters more. Church bells on Sunday morning ringing loud and clear. Even when I wander far, they still find my ear. If heaven's got a waiting room, I know what it sounds like there. Soft bells and whispered amens floating through the air. Church bells on Sunday morning don't judge, they just remind. No matter how far I've fallen, grace still keeps time. Bells fade out, world moves on. The faith still hum, soft and strong. They say the moon remembers every promise left behind. Under harvest moons, remember me when the cornfields sway like used to be. Time forgets our name somehow, let that golden moon remember me now. Old boots by the door, dust on the floor, radio hums that lonesome song. Mama's voice in a Polaroid smile, Daddy's hand still strong. Back when trucks ran on hope and gas, we chased sunset, never clocks. Summer nights on borrowed dreams, riding hearts on wooden docks. Time rolls on like a tired train, but love don't rush the same. Yeah. Under harvest moons, remember me when the fireflies dance, wild and free. If your heart ever wonders how I loved you then, I love you now. If I'm just a name in the fall wind's cry, or a shadow in September
September skies. I pray your soul still knows my tune, sung soft beneath that harvest moon. When harvest moons remember me, let it be young, let it be free. Not the scars, not the doubt, just a love we couldn't leave without. Some things fade, but the moon don't forget.
Back and forth on a creaking floor, evening light through the screen door. Every sway hums an old refrain. Grandpa's rocking chair sings again. Chair's still there by the window pane. Paint worn thin, but it feels the same. I sit a while, let the world slow down. Listen close to that gentle sound. Funny how the quiet knows things no sermon ever told. Grandpa's rocking chair song never needed words. Taught me how to wait my turn and listen more than heard. He'd rock soft with a knowing smile, say, stay put, let it take a while. Didn't preach, didn't raise his tone. Let the silence lead me home. Grandpa's rocking chair song played from dusk till dawn. Every creak a lesson learned on how to carry on. If I ever rush too fast or forget what matters true, slow my steps and hear that chair rock me back to you. The strength it takes to move slow on the way. Night moves in, chair sways long, time hums low, a song. Shake it once, then let it be. Tiny town inside of me. White flakes learn to drift and stay. A snow globe memory. The shelf collects another year. Dust and light replace the cheer. I turn it slow, the room feels small. Winter finds me again. Funny how the quiet shake makes time wake. A snow globe memory, shaking free. Every piece of yesterday falling back to me. Christmas lights in Grandma's den. The radio hums, it's snowing then. I'd hold the world in both my hands, watch it settle. That snow globe memory, clear and slow, teaching me the prettiest things don't last but glow. The silence came. I let the snow fall one more time without a name. The snow globe memory breaks and heals, even when the flakes are gone. The feeling's real. Set it down, let a winter rest. World goes still inside my chest.